What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 23 of Out of the Park Baseball. I'm Jim, and today it is September 15th. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 73-70. We're 3 games out of first place in the NL Central. We are 2.5 games out of the last wild card spot. If you were following along, last simulation was terrible. So looking at the schedule here, we are currently 2-11 in September. We came into September just on a roll. We're on a 6-game losing streak. We've been swept in back-to-back series, the Mets and the Brewers. We've got a 3-game series coming up against the Blue Jays in Toronto. That's going to be tough. They're in first place. We've got a 3-game series at home against the last place Marlins. We really need to do some damage there. We've got 4 games against the Cubs, who, if you're paying attention, the Cubs are the team directly ahead of us in the standings. They are also the team holding on to the final wild card spot. Going back to the schedule here, we also have San Diego. San Diego, another good team. They're in first place by 18 games in the NL West. So lots of, this is going to be a tough one. Like, we need to get back on track. The last simulation was a disaster. We need to creep at least closer to that playoff spot. We'll finish up September here tonight, and then we'll finish up the season on our next stream. The next stream ends with a 3-game series in Chicago and then a 3-game series at home against the Brewers. Those are the 2 teams that we are competing against directly for the NL Central and for those final playoff spots. So we've got the opportunities to make up the room that we lost earlier in the month. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough battle. Offensively, we're firing on all cylinders. Pitching has just been a struggle all season long. What's kind of funny is the Pirates acquired Martin Perez. We acquired him midway through the season. He's been pitching fairly well, but injuries have hurt us a little bit. We've got Trace Gonzalez starting in left field right now because of the injuries that we have to our outfield. And then pitching wise, Mike Burrows is sitting there in our number 5 spot, who has played pretty well since being called up. He started 5 games. He's 2-1 with a 3.57 ERA. So let's get right to it. Again, we'll simulate through September today. Hopefully we can do a little damage here. But we've got the Blue Jays 3-game series. Mike Burrows against Dylan Castaneda. Let's take a peek at the schedule. I just want to look and see what games we want to play. Let's go ahead. We'll play this. We'll play actually 2 games in this Cubs series just because that's a really important series. So we'll pick out 2 games in that Cubs series, and then we'll simulate the rest. But all right, let's go, guys. Blue Jays, Pirates. Blue Jays are in first place, 82-60 on the year. We need this win. We're on a 6-game skid. Come on, Mike Burrows. Get us back on track. Get us back on track. Come on. All that, and we were just simulating the day that we were on. All right, now, real thing. Mike Burrows, get back on track. – 7-3 loss to Alek Manoah. Sal Frelick homered, Ohtani homered, Abreu homered. So it looks like 3 solo homers, and that was it. We actually only had 5 hits. 3 of them were solo homers. Burrows gives up 4 runs. Fujinami gives up a run. Kent Emanuel gives up 2 runs. Not a great start. We're on a 7-game losing streak now. We got to win. We got to win a game. We need Ohtani right here to come through. Ohtani, give us the reason why we're paying you. End this slide. There we go. Shohei Ohtani picks up the win. Endy Rodriguez, his 15th homer. Alex Ramirez, his 8th homer. That's big. We needed that. We needed that real bad. Cal Mitchell, the player of the game. Again, we've had so many injuries in the outfield. Cal Mitchell is getting the start. He was 3 for 4 with an RBI, 2 runs scored. So big game from Cal Mitchell. Endy Rodriguez, 2 hits. Malcolm Nunez, 2 hits in the DH spot. A lot of guys stepping up here. Ohtani, 5 innings, 2 runs. And then the bullpen, Puck, Fujinami, and Rodriguez, 4 scoreless. So we're back in the win column. That's what we needed. Let's turn these things around. Kevin Gossman now against Martin Perez. See if we can take this series against Toronto. This would be a huge series win. There we go. Let's go. We're back on track, guys. Series win at Toronto. First place Blue Jays. We take 2 out of 3. An extra inning win here. David Bednar with the W. O'Neal Cruz hits his 30th home run of the year. In the 10th inning. 2-run homer by O'Neal Cruz in the 10th inning to give the Buccos the lead. So you love to see that. Martin Perez, 7 innings, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. Just an all-around great effort there from Perez. Good stuff. All right, that's what we needed. We needed to get back on track. A series win helps a lot there. We're now 2.5 games out for the division and 2.5 games out for the wild card. So we're well within reach. We've got a 3-game series now against the last place Miami Marlins. We're going to go ahead and simulate our off day here. Robbie Grossman is on the waiver wire, which is kind of interesting because, honestly, I could use an outfielder right now. And I think Robbie Grossman is probably a better option than Trace Gonzalez. Actually, like ratings-wise, he's not. You know what? We're just gonna roll with this. Let's roll with this. Yeah, we're gonna roll with this. Okay. Marlins, Sonny Gray versus Alcantara, Savali versus McGarry, Burrows versus Lorenzen. Let's do this. Let's take 2 out of 3 again. 2 out of 3 here. Start the sim 4-2. Heading into that Cubs series, that would be really nice. All right, so we got Sandy Alcantara. He's 12-9 with a 3.48 ERA against Sonny Gray, 8-6 with a 4.09 ERA. Sonny Gray's been pitching pretty well for us here lately too. All right, let's get this going. There we go. 6-0 win. Sonny Gray, player of the game. Let's take a peek offensively. Sal Frelick with 3 hits. Alex Ramirez with 2 hits. If Alex Ramirez can get going, man, that would be awesome. No homers, but a ton of doubles. 2 doubles by Jose Abreu. O'Neal Cruz with a double. Alex Ramirez a double. Sal Frelick with a double. Yeah, good stuff. Sonny Gray, 6 scoreless. Kent Emanuel, 3 scoreless for the save. There we go. We're on track here. 6-0 win. Let's keep it going. Dom Smith is on waivers. He's not any good. All right. Griff McGarry, 5-4 with a 4.01, facing Aaron Savali, 7-8 with a 4.36. Savali missed some time with an injury, but he is back now. He's had 2 starts since coming back. He missed pretty much all of August. He's been okay this year, but you obviously hope for a little bit more than that, than okay out of him. But let's get this win against the Marlins. Let's take this series. Oh, extra inning walk-off win. Let's do this. What happened here? Alex Ramirez with a game-winning walk-off single. Cal Mitchell tied the game in the 9th to send it to extra innings. Shohei Ohtani scored a run in the 8th to get to within 1 run. Check out this win probability chart. Look at that. Marlins, boom, and then all the way down. Castro 2 hits, Ramirez 2 hits, Cal Mitchell pinch hit, RBI. Good stuff. Castro's 22nd homer of the year. Nice outing from Savali, 5 innings, 1 unearned run. Clay Holmes, Jorge Lopez, Alexis Diaz, Bednar, Puck, all the big boys contributing to that one out of the bullpen. So we take the series against the Marlins. That pushes us to 77-71. Michael Lorenzen now for the Marlins going up against Mike Burrows. We're looking for the series sweep right now. Some news here, though. Sal Frelick, hip flexor strain, day-to-day for 5 days. We really can't afford to lose another outfielder right now. I mean, I've got it set on here. We'll see. I mean, it's a manager's decision on those day-to-day injuries, so we'll see how they treat it. But we could really use Sal Frelick being healthy this next week. All right, but we're climbing back into this. We're 2 games out of a wild card spot now. 3 games still out of the division. Brewers, those pesky Brewers. All right, let's get this sweep. Come on, let's get the sweep. That's what I'm talking about. 2-0 win. Let's look at the game here real quick before we get to that amazing Jack Sawinski news. 2-0 win. Mike Burrows just stepping up here down the stretch. He's been awesome. Can't really ask for much more than what he's done. Trace Gonzalez with 2 hits also. Rodolfo Castro a double. It's the only extra base hit that we had. But it looks like Cruz and Rodriguez drove in the 2 runs. So certainly a pitcher's duel. Mike Burrows, 5 1/3 scoreless innings. And then the bullpen comes in. Rodriguez, Krismat, Bednar shuts it down. So great stuff there. That's a big sweep. We really needed to sweep the Marlins. They're a struggling team. They're in last place. We needed some wins. So we are now 5-1 to start off this sim, which is awesome news. Jack Sawinski now is eligible to come off of the IL. More amazing news there too. That means Cal Mitchell goes back to AAA. And Sawinski can now rejoin the squad. That helps out our team quite a bit, especially against righties. We'll move Trace Gonzalez back to that backup outfielder role. Jack Sawinski slides in as our starting left fielder. And yeah, that was desperately needed. So that is good. McCutcheon still starting against lefties. He's actually putting together a pretty solid season at age 37. Andrew McCutcheon, 102 OPS plus, 723 OPS. He's getting it done on a limited playing time basis. So, all right, next up, the Cubs. This is a big series. So the Cubs have now moved into a first place tie with the Brewers. They're holding on to the wild card spot too. So we are 2 games back of the Cubs currently. We'll play this first game here. We've got Ohtani on the mound. So we will certainly do something there. But yeah, this is a big one. 4-game series at home against the Cubs. If we can figure out a way to take 3 out of 4 here, it means we tie them in the standings. So this is a big series. What's up, Bucko Mike? I don't need your negativity right now. I don't need your negativity right now, Bucko Mike. All right, let's play ball. We're going to play the Ohtani game. We're going to mess with the lineup a little bit. We're going to make sure Ohtani's in there at DH too. Who are we facing? Left-handed pitcher, Hers. We're going to put Kutch in left. All right. Move this lineup around a little bit. We've got Andy Rodriguez catching today. I'm sorry, Henry Davis catching today. Andy's a little tired, so give him the day off against the lefty. We'll move Kutch into the 6th spot. And we'll go Ramirez Hayes. We'll go Ramirez Davis Hayes. All right. I like it. Let's do this. What's up, Brock? Pirates signing Yariel Rodriguez. Who knows? Who the hell knows? I will say this, like, I mean, it could be delusional, but the fact that we were at least competitive for Imanaga, like, leads me to at least be hopeful that, like, we'll get somebody, right? Like, if we were willing to offer that much money for Imanaga, then it means we're probably willing to offer that much money, or at least something close to it, you know, with somebody else. So we'll see what happens, but I am hopeful they are not done adding, at least. All right, big strikeout. Austin Meadows, leadoff hitter for the Cubs. How about that? We got Ohtani on the mound, coming off a big win his last start. We need him to finish this year strong. Brock asks, is it more likely they trade for a starter or sign one? I don't know, to be honest with you. I think it's easier to just sign somebody, right? Like, that way you don't have to deal with giving people up. With that being said, like, they've clearly said over and over again that they're looking to add to this team via a trade. And they've really, the only trade they've made is they've made Olivares and Gonzalez, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I could see both, honestly. Like, they could use more than one guy. So you could always see that too. You could see them sign somebody and trade for somebody. I don't think they will. Like, I think eventually we will see that number 5 spot kind of come down to a battle between, you know, just all the number 5 to number 6 starters they have on this roster right now. But, you know, if they're really serious about being competitive this year, like, they need to build a little bit stronger depth, I think. Ooh, Frelick gets a hold of one. He bushes, baby. Solo homer, Sal Frelick, his 14th of the year. Bucko's up 1-0 in the second. That's a big swing. We need to win this one. Oh, and Andrew McCutchen. He goes back to back. Whew. How about that pre-game decision to put Cutchen at left field? Pays off. Andrew McCutchen, back-to-back homers, him and Frelick, his 7th of the year. Pirates 2, Cubs 0. Let's keep this thing going. All right, Alex Ramirez with a walk. Henry Davis, swing and a miss. All right. Let's keep this going. We got a guy on. All right. Infield base hit for O'Neal Cruz. Bases loaded. Shohei Ohtani gets hit. Bases loaded for Jose Abreu. Oh, and he strikes out looking. You can't go down looking, man. All right, we need Ohtani to keep shoving. Ohtani with 2 scoreless thus far. The leadoff single by Eduardo Escobar. Strikeout number 3. That should be out number 2. And strikeout number 4. All right, we're through 3 scoreless for Ohtani. Back to the bottom half. Let's keep adding on. Oh, that inning sucked. Ooh. There's a leadoff double for Seiya Suzuki. All right. Pitch your way out of this. Pitch your way out of this, Shohei. Look at Franmil Reyes. Franmil Reyes is the Cubs' cleanup hitter and designated hitter. Ooh. He had him 0-2. Had Dansby Swanson 0-2 with 2 outs. And he comes through with an RBI double to put the Cubs on the board. All right. 2-1, bottom 4. You see the Cubs scoring 4, Bucko Mike? Well, if you see them scoring 4, then we need to score 5. There's an infield single for Brian Hayes. O'Neal Cruz with 2 on. Ooh, get down. Get down. Here we go. RBI base hit. O'Neal Cruz, 3-1 Pirates. Shohei walks to load the bases. Well, hey, I just scored a run, so, that's good. That's a big strike. Oh, Abreu with 2 big strikeouts. But how about Rodolfo Castro? 2 outs, bases loaded, a bases clearing, 3-run double. He moves to third on the throw. It's now 6-1. PNC Park is rocking right now. Great inning. Great inning. 6-1 now as we head to the 5th. You miss Castro. God, that was a big hit. Those are big insurance runs. 3-run double there with 2 outs. That's huge. Ooh, you got a lot of that one. Yep, that's gone. Jake Rogers, solo shot, 6-2. All right, Ohtani is through 5, heading to the bottom of the 5th. I traded for Kevin Newman. I did not trade for Kevin Newman. I probably should have, though. No. Actually, the backup infielder, Leover Peguero, is just having a hell of a season as my backup. I might have some decisions to make this offseason, honestly, with what to do with Peguero. Because he's, like, too good to be a backup almost. But Castro also has been playing... Like, Castro's been progressing really nicely in this game. I'm pretty happy with what he's doing. Oh, there we go. Runners on first and second with 2 outs, and O'Neal Cruz lifts one to the opposite field. Short hops the fence. That's a 2-run double. 8-2. Your Buccos are on top of the Chicago Cubbies. This is what we needed. 2 games out of first. The Cubs in first place. 4-game set. Opening game of the series. Setting the tone. There's strikeout number 8 for Ohtani. That should be out number 2. And 1, 2, 3, 6th for Shohei. We head to the bottom half, 8-2 Buccos. There we go. Abreu leads off the 6th with a single. Oh, Frelick lifts one into right. That's a base hit. First and second, 1 out. Andrew McCutcheon up. Out number 2. Alex Ramirez having a good game. And there is another hit for Ramirez. RBI single, 9-2 Pirates. I believe Ramirez is on base 3 times tonight. Oh, Bucko Mike. What are you doing? You see an injury. Can't be doing this kind of stuff to me. There's strikeout number 9 for Ohtani. He is cruising. Justin Turner lifts one to center. That should be out number 2. This is probably going to be Ohtani's last inning. There's strikeout number 10. Just a statement game from Shohei Ohtani against the first place Cubs. 7 innings, 2 runs, 10 strikeouts. That's what we brought him in to do. O'Neal Cruz on fire. There's a 1-out single. Not Jose Abreu's best game. There's a pop-up. That'll do it for the bottom of the 7th. So heading to the 8th, 9-2 Pirates. It's time to lift Ohtani before he gets too tired, save his energy for this stretch run. Let's take a peek here. You know what? We're going to put Fujinami in. He's nice and rested. He can probably finish this thing out, too, as long as he doesn't, like, completely fall apart. So let's see if he can give us these last 2 innings. I demoted Fujinami to the bullpen here recently when Aaron Savali came off the IL. So 2-out walk to Austin Meadows. 2-out walk to Seiya Suzuki. And he gets Jock Peterson swinging for a scoreless 8th. Ooh. Foul. I say Kutch crushed that ball. Opposite field, foul ball. And he strikes out. All right, we need 3 outs. We're 3 outs away from a win. Franmil Reyes swinging 3-0, down 7. Thank you for that out. Cruz gobbles that one up. 2 down. Strikeout. Pirates win. Raise the Jolly Roger. 9-2 victory over the Cubs. That is a big win. It pulls us within 1 game of Chicago. Just offensive onslaught today. 4 hits for O'Neal Cruz. 3 RBIs. Castro, 3 RBIs. Alex Ramirez, 2 walks and a single. Homers by Kutch and Frelick. And then Ohtani, 7 innings, 2 runs, 10 strikeouts. Just a really, really good start out of him. So good stuff. That's what we needed to open this series up. So let's finish off today. We'll do this Thursday game here. As far as the second game that we play. But yeah, that's big. So we're now 1 game behind the Cubs. We're still 2 games out of first. The Brewers just keep winning. Like, can't be stopped. They're on fire. But we're now 1 game out of a playoff spot. So started the simulation 3 games out of a playoff spot. We take 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays. We sweep the Marlins. We win the first game against the Cubs. So we are now 6-1 so far this sim. 6-1, and we've only actually moved up one game in this. Actually, we moved up 2 games, I guess, since we're only 1 game out of a playoff spot now. But let's do it. Time for Ben Brown versus Martin Perez. Let's take this one. We win this game and we move into a tie with Chicago. And we won. Before we get to that note, a walk-off win too, 4-3, going into the 9th, down 3-2. Who walked this thing off? Bucko Mike, you're gonna love this one. Your boy, Fragile Ke'Bryan Hayes, with a 2-run bomb to do this to the win expectancy chart. 2-run walk-off homer in the 9th to give the Pirates a win over the Cubs, move them into a tie. Oh man, let's go, Ke'Bryan Hayes. That's his 7th homer of the year. O'Neal Cruz, his 31st homer of the year. Perez, nice start, 6 1/3, 2 runs. Clay Holmes getting the win in relief. That's big. All right, so we are now in a tie with the Cubs for second place in the division. Still 2 games out of first. The Brewers just they can't lose. But we're now tied for that last wild card spot now with the Cubs. So we've got 2 more games here against Chicago at home. We've got Sonny Gray. We got Jameson Taillon on the hill for the Cubs. Let's see if we can pull out win number 3. We're currently on a... go back to the schedule. I want to say we're on a 6-game winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-game winning streak. 7-game winning streak. Man, let's keep it going. Keep it going. Let's pick up this win. Another walk-off. Oh, this one's wild. 11th inning. Check this out. So, tie ball game, goes to extras. Cubs score 2 in the 10th. Pirates tie it in the 10th with two runs. Cubs score 2 in the 11th, and then the Pirates walk it off with 3 runs in the bottom half of the 11th. It's a 3-run walk-off homer by Shohei Ohtani. Oh, man. That's what we're paying you for, Shohei. That is what we're paying you for. We're paying you for walk-off bombs against the Cubs late in the season to move into a playoff spot. Look at that. 3 for 6 for Ohtani. He drives in 7 runs. 7 RBI day for Shohei Ohtani. Sawinski homers, his 11th of the year. Endy picks up double number 50. 50 doubles for Endy Rodriguez. He went 2 for 5. Man. What a game. Let's check out this pitching. Sonny Gray, 5 innings, 3 runs. Bullpen didn't look all that great, but they did better than the Cubs bullpen. But Ohtani, ooh man, don't let Shohei get hot. Don't let Shohei get hot. Let's take a look at these games. I just want to look at Ohtani's September so far. Shohei with a first off, Shohei put up a 1,008 OPS in August, and he's now got a 1,008 OPS in September. So Ohtani has kind of went into a whole other level down the stretch here, and he's a big reason why we are now in possession of the 3rd wild card spot. Still 2 games out of first with the Brewers. Somehow, miraculously, like we started this 3 games out of first, and we've won 8 games in a row. We're 8-1, and we've only moved up 1 game on Milwaukee. So Milwaukee's on another level right now. But that's a series win. Let's sweep the Cubs. We got Justin Steele versus Aaron Savali. Let's play this game. Let's see if we can get a sweep going. Cruz. Let's see who's subbing in. Someone's. I guess Frelick is hurt. Ramirez is tired. So we got some. Frelick's going to start. Gonzalez is going to play center. Who's starting here? Steele. All right. Andy's tired. He just caught an 11-inning game. Hayes is playing short, but he's tired. You know what? We're going to go Piguero at short. And I feel really comfortable putting Piguero in there. He's played really well. So we're going to go Cruz, Piguero, Ohtani. Cruz, Piguero, Ohtani, Abreu, Castro. Frelick, Kutch, Gonzalez. Let's move. We got the lefty starter, so we'll go Davis, Gonzalez. All right. Here we go. We're going for the 4-game sweep of the Cubs. A win here, and we move to 2 games up on them. A loss here, and we move into a tie for that 3rd wild card spot. So Aaron Savali on the mound. Trying to push this winning streak to 9 games. Let's just get out of this. Infield hit. All right, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. The Franimal up, and Savali gets the strikeout of his former teammate, actually. All right, scoreless 1st. Time to pick up of the sticks. Yeah, we need some lemonade here. Someone just yelled cotton candy. That should stay in. Yep, 1 out. Oh, he went. Come on, Blue. All right, fielder's choice. Sergio Alcantara, by the way. Newly signed Pittsburgh Pirate. Minor league deal. Sergio Alcantara. All right, 2 scoreless from Savali. Let's see if we can get to Justin Steele here. Jose Abreu, leadoff single in the 2nd. Castro, the lefty killer. Hits one into the hole, but that's going to be a nice play. Double play. Ugh. Austin Meadows going to lead off the 3rd. With a double. Ooh. Oh, nice catch. What a catch. Trace Gonzalez in center field makes the diving grab. Meadows moves to 3rd, but whew, that could have been. That had double written all over it. So run's going to score. It's 1-0, but Let's limit the damage to that, and it looks like we are. So we'll take that because that looked like a double off the bat. So it's 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 3rd. Do I think Meadows plays again? I think he does. I think he does. I think he's too talented to not at least get a shot somewhere. Man, yeah, there we go. Gonzalez draws the walk. O'Neal Cruz lifts one to right, and the Pirates take a 2-1 lead. Home run. I want to say that's home run number 32 for O'Neal Cruz, and that is in a big spot. Yep, home run number 32, RBIs number 101 and 102, and the Pirates take a 2-1 lead here in the 3rd. Going for the sweep. That was a homer off a lefty, too. Tough lefty, Justin Steele. And he just lifted that one. All right, let's put up a couple zeros here. I have this who I'm playing all the time. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, Pirates pitching on like an all-time great Pirates team. Like the pitching is certainly a little rough. Look at that. Henry Davis with a cannon. to throw out Justin Turner at second base. 2 outs. All right, let's keep adding on here. There's a leadoff walk for Ohtani. Yeah, that's probably going to be 2. Nope, fielder's choice. I don't know how you don't turn a double play with Jose Abreu running down the line there, but I'm not going to complain. Castro turns in. That's Castro's second double play he's rounded into today. All right, 2-1 heading into the 5th. Let's go Savali. We could probably use a somewhat deep game here since we're what, back-to-back walk-off extra inning games. So bullpen's probably a little taxed. If we can get, we got to get at least 6. 6 out of Savali would do it. There's a 2-out double for Austin Meadows, his second double. Ooh, get him, Henry. There we go. All right, Savali is through 5. Let's add on. We just have those 2 hits. There's a leadoff walk from Frelick. All right, moves to second. Come on, Henry. Nope. 2 down. And Trace Gonzalez. Nope. All right, so Aaron Savali's at 69 pitches, 5 innings, 1 run. This is a must-win game, so like I'm not going to be super... Like I'm going to have a pretty... I want to have a pretty quick hook on him, but I don't want to bring him out just yet. We're going to give him a little bit more strength. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jock Peterson just hits a bomb. 3-2. That's a bummer. Well, we got 3 righties coming up now. Strikeout. Line out. Yeah, there's a double. That's probably going to do it for him. That's going to do it for him. So 5 2/3 for Savali. He's responsible for the runner on second. We're going to pull him. We've got Sergio Alcantara up to bat. I just want a quick look at his splits. He is better versus lefties than he is versus righties. So we are going to pull... We are going to pull him in favor of a righty. We're going to go Clay Holmes. Strikeout. All right. All right. We're going to have to score. New pitcher for the Cubs, Nick Neidert. I didn't even realize he was still playing. But we got 1, 2, 3 up. Oh, I thought Cruz got another one there. Popped it up. 1 down. 2 outs. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. All right, we still got 9 outs to play with. We just need the bullpen to hold up here. Nice. God, Austin Meadows is killing me. Austin Meadows' revenge game right here. This is going to be Holmes' last batter. We got a couple of lefties coming up after this. I'll turn that 4-6-3 double play. That's a big double play. On to the bottom of the 7th, 3-2. We could use a bomb. Castro lifts one. That's going to drop. 1 out single for Rodolfo Castro. All right, we are going to pinch hit for McCutchen. So McCutchen pretty much just hits against lefties at this stage of his career. So we're going to put Sawinski in. against the righty. We're going to plug him into left field as well. All right, let's go, Jack. Up. And then they bring it. Oh, no. They're going to bring in Ryan Borucki. Ryan Borucki in to face Jack Sawinski. Ground out. Damn it. Playing checkers. They're playing chess, bringing in Ryan Borucki. Oh, I meant to bring in a lefty here, but we'll take the strikeout. I guess if he struck him out, we're gonna roll with them again. Ah, come on, Hayes. Oh, that's Piguero out there. You gotta come up with that. All right, we're gonna give him another at bat. 2 down. Nice bullpen outing from Clay Holmes. What was that? 2 1/3? 2 1/3 scoreless from Clay Holmes out of the bullpen. That's nice. Shelton has been brutal. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have let Henry Davis bat right there. All right, Trace Gonzalez starting. We're going to let him go. He strikes out. God, just pathetic at-bats from Davis and Gonzalez. There we go. 2 out. Base hit for O'Neal Cruz. And Piguero flies out. So we're going to head to the 9th, down 1. Series is already in hand, but a win would be, like a 4-game sweep here would be just absolutely incredible. So we're going to bring Alexis Diaz in to pitch the 1-run game in the 9th. He's got Donaldson, Alcantara, and Rogers to face. There's 1 out. 2 outs. 3 outs. Good stuff. All right. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th. Shohei Ohtani, Jose Abreu, Rodolfo Castro. Pop up. There we go. 1 out walk. We're in business. Let's pinch run for Abreu. We'll pinch run Connor Joe. Connor Joe. Do that. All right. Castro. Ooh, 3-0. Oh, Castro, why are you swinging 3-0? Take that pitch. All right. 2 outs. Joe on first. Frelick up to bat. And a little dribbler. But that's going to be an infield hit. We're still alive. Sal Frelick, infield single. That leaves us with Jack Sawinski. 3-2 ball game. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. First and second. And Sawinski strikes out looking. Ball game. Well, hey, we took 3 out of 4. We're gonna take that all day. We're 81 and 72. We won, what was it, 8 games in a row there. Nice 8-game winning streak that we just reeled off in when we desperately needed one. We now go to San Diego to finish off September before coming back to the Midwest to face Milwaukee and Chicago to end the season. Those are going to be 2 huge series. I think we really just need to kind of hold serve right now with San Diego. If we can at least avoid a sweep here, I'll feel all right because we'll have that opportunity to make the games up. But if we can somehow get 2 out of 3 here against San Diego, that would be even better. But let's see what happens. Yu Darvish, Mike Burrows. What's up, Paul? All right. Darvish and Burrows. We need a win. What's our scout have to say? So we got Burrows versus Darvish, Ohtani versus Snell, and then Perez versus Sandoval. All right. Let's pick up the win. If we can steal a game here. 6-1 loss. Looks like the bullpen blew it for the most part. But, I mean, no offense. You gotta score more than 1 run. Frelick with 3 hits. Castro with 2 hits. Castro double number 30. Burrows only gives up 1 run, but he doesn't go 5 innings. Gets lifted with 1 out in the 5th, and then the bullpen kind of just fell apart. All right, Snell versus Ohtani. Let's pick up a win here. 10-6. Connor Joe with a home run, his first of the year. Rodolfo Castro, homer number 23. Andrew McCutchen, homer number 8. So score 1 run in game 1. You score 10 runs in game 2. Castro 2 hits. Frelick 3 hits. Kutch 2 hits. Yeah, nice game. Nice game. Ohtani gives up 4 runs in 4 innings, so not a great start from him. But the bullpen did all right. 5 innings, 2 runs. You know, they did enough. Jake Fraley, 20. Yeah, that is what it says there, right? Jake Fraley, 22 homers. He's actually having a monster year. Look at that. Jake Fraley is hitting 303. He's got an 887 OPS. He's got a 5.1 WAR. Jake Fraley just going off in San Diego. My God. All right. Andy Rodriguez is day-to-day with an injury, hip flexor strain. That is not great. Hopefully he's able to go most days, but that means we're going to lean on Henry Davis a little bit more than usual here down the stretch. That's a shame because Andy is having an incredible year. He's got an 836 OPS. He's got 50 doubles, 4.2 WAR. Like, he's turning into a really, really, really good catcher. Diego Castillo was just designated for assignment. That's some interesting news. No one else really all that interesting on the waiver wire there, but yeah, hopefully Andy can still play a few games. But all right, so this is gonna be the last game of our simulation. We're 82-73. We've split the first 2 games here in San Diego. If we can take this series against the Padres, that is huge. We currently hold the third wild card spot. We're game up on the Cubs. After this series, we go to Chicago for 3 games, and then we come home for 3 games against the Brewers, who are in first place. So, and the Brewers are just red hot right now. Look at this. The Brewers have lost 1 game since September 11th. 2 out of 3 from Kansas City, 2 out of 3 from the Braves. Then they swept the Tigers, and they've won the first 2 against the Reds. Like, they just keep winning. So the division is getting to be a little bit tough now at this stage. Like, it's going to take a miracle. But that last wild card spot, it is going to be a battle between us and the Cubs. All right, game 3, Patrick Sandoval, Martin Perez. Let's take this series. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, 2-0. We were shut out. Fernando Tatis hit his 36th homer. We only had 4 hits. Alex Ramirez had 2 of them. Perez pitched into the 7th, only gave up 1 run. But I mean, again, you gotta score. So, all right. Well, you know what that means. Let's go ahead and simulate. We got no game here today. We're gonna simulate this one. So we are going to go into Chicago tied. Both teams 82-74. We are tied for the last playoff spot. This next simulation is going to be huge. We've got 3 against the Cubs, 3 against the Brewers, so very much in it. But if we can take 2 out of 3 against Chicago, that puts us in a much, much much better spot. I'm curious to see who the Cubs have after they face us. So they have us, and then they have St. Louis. The Brewers, again, the Brewers not really, the division's not really in play, I don't think, anymore. We're 4.5 out of first place with 6 games left. Like, I don't really think that's very plausible at this point, unless we sweep them, which I guess is possible. But I think right now we got to play for just that last. We got to play for that last wild card spot, and it's us against the Cubs. So we got to be a little bit better than the Cubs to finish this season. So, but that was a hell of a sim. We started 3 games out of a playoff spot. We went on an 8-game winning streak at one point, the second half of September. So that was huge. We end up winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go 9-4. 9-4 for the second half of September. So way to get back on track. And we are now solely we're in the thick of it. Chicago and Milwaukee, this is going to be a hell of a next week. I'm interested to see how we perform. The Endy injury, certainly not great, but it does look like he's healthy enough to play. Hopefully he can get at least 4 of those 6 games in down the stretch. We desperately need his bat. But yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We'll be back hopefully next week with the end of the season here. Again, we just got 6 games left. So appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you all, everybody who was commenting throughout this whole thing. This was a good sim. We're back in it. And yeah, let's get a playoff spot. Let's get a playoff spot next week, guys. We'll catch you later. Thank you.